to welcome you. We have had this event for several years. We've been doing it, and for the last couple of years, we've kind of put it on a kibosh on it because the days were getting really long, and we are used to eating at 9 o'clock, but we didn't want our guests to suffer with us. But there was a part missing with the whole thing, and that was all of you. We felt there was something missing in our Ramadan, and we just wanted to see and start this all over again. And with all of you guys showing up, it's evident that you guys want to be part of it and don't mind eating a little bit late for one day. So it's okay. We have a full program planned for today. You will have an opportunity to tour our mosque. You will observe the evening prayer, which is called Maghrib prayer. So you can see that too. It's going to be around 9:10, 9:11 today. It will be led by our esteemed Sheikh Islam. In the interest of time, we will kind of keep going because we are already running a little bit late. So the very first speaker I'm going to introduce is Imran Malik, who is the chairman of the executive committee of NICC, the building you are here today, and a long-standing member of our outreach / Interfaith team. A lot of Interfaith participants know him from all the events which happen throughout the year. Imran was born in Pakistan but grew up in Bahrain. So I don't know how that works, but he's a good friend of mine. I know him for 18 years now. I think more than that, but 18 years. He's also married with 3 kids. He works locally and at Sanctuary Link. And he's, as I mentioned, he's the board of director of NICC. He's part of the SAIL, which a lot of people are here from, the Safe Alliance, the program, and also part of the YMCA. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Imran Malik to get us going. Imran?
Welcome to Noor Islamic Culture Center. Thank you, Farooq, for the generous introduction. I was thinking you would put some jokes as well from 18 years of friendship together, but thank you for keeping all the secrets. Yeah. So first off, I want to apologize that we were running a little bit behind schedule. We were supposed to be starting at 7:30, but given that it's a weekday, folks are kind of coming out of work schedules, going home, changing, and coming up here. And in some instances, there are also folks who are bringing in some guests as well. So we just wanted to give a little bit extra time for everybody to get here safely, and people who are getting stuck in traffic, they can make it as well. We actually have an RSVPs of about 300 people, so we were expecting, at that point we had to actually stop taking more RSVPs, unfortunately, because of the limitation of the capacity here. But that's the logistic of what the program is today. As Farooq mentioned, this program was actually an annual event that the Interfaith and the Outreach Committee was hosting every year. But unfortunately, because of longer days, we had to actually think a different time frame in the year to schedule a leadership banquet of Interfaith leaders and outreach leaders as well in the area. Unfortunately, we were not able to do that last year because of some timing conflicts and being late on schedules, finding facility and availability of the facility. But better late than never. The whole idea of today's event actually did started with the conversation we had at our Interfaith Alliances group. Hilliard and Dublin actually, about 4 years ago, we ended up forming a group of, bringing the group of churches and the faith-based organizations together, and we ended up forming a kind of loosely, fluidly, structured organization called SAIL, which stands for Safe Alliances of Interfaith Leadership. We are trying to limit ourselves in the suburban areas, but there's no limitation that we can always go into the metro area as well. This small group actually had been a consistent ambassador of reaching out to the suburban area faith-based organizations and bringing them together. Unfortunately, it wasn't an easy thing to start, but once it started, we felt that there was so much hunger and so much desire on people's part to know and get to know about the different faith diversities as well as the cultural diversities. So the next milestone that Stephen and I have talked on multiple occasions is possibly going to be about taking it to the cultural level as well. So the more we know about each other, the better and stronger communities we can form, and the better and stronger associations can work together for communities' benefit at large. SAIL has done a lot of small low-hanging fruit kind of projects in the communities of Hilliard and Dublin, as far as just to mention, supporting the Hilliard Food Pantry, Dublin Food Pantry, doing some like interfaith dialogues, at Hilliard YMCA, having some cross-cultural dialogues at Hilliard YMCA as well, and also at Noor and at St. Patrick's as well. The idea of this event today, as I mentioned, I definitely want to give the history, was that we are thinking about doing a rotational-based progressive prayer service together, and this will be like something that we can rotate on quarterly basis between members of SAIL group, and it's again not limited to just SAIL. We can extend it to other communities as well. Stephen is going to talk about that more in detail, but my part was supposed to be just giving the high level of this program, why we are here today, and it seems like there's a lot of hunger. There's a lot of hunger to know in the community at large to know, get to know about other faith diversity. So if you have a plan, if you want to collaborate something with SAIL or Noor Islamic Culture Center in specific, please bring it to the table, and we will love to work in collaboration to take it to the next level. Because that, at the end of the day, is the least we all can do, is get to know and learn about each other. Because as I mentioned, the more we know about each other, the safer and more secure neighborhoods and communities we can build together. And once again, on behalf of the Board of Directors and the Executive Committee of Noor Islamic Culture Center, I would like to welcome each and every one of you. There's a lot of delicious food that's waiting, so I definitely want to keep the program short, and I'm sure Farouk is the only hurdle between you and the food here. Thank you.
So one of the most noticeable trait and feature of our community is the diversity. And you will see that, that trait we actually treasure and celebrate with everybody. And we're going to bring this diversity to life for you tonight. We have asked our younger members of our congregation to prepare just a few lines about what actually Ramadan means to them, what it is in their lives and so on. And they're going to show us what Ramadan means to them. It's going to be led by Sister Jennifer, who I don't know how she finds time in her day. She's active, she's actually becoming a medical doctor. She's a second-degree black belt, and just a wonderful, wonderful human being. Third degree. Sorry, she got it last week. Thank you so much. Jennifer, if you can.
अस्सलामु अलैकुम और रमज़ान मुबारक। मेरा नाम है इमरान नदीम और मैं हूँ दुरिया नदीम और हम लोग पाकिस्तानी हैं। पाकिस्तानी घरों में रमज़ान के दौरान हम इबादत और कुरान पढ़ते हैं एक साथ। इफ्तार में ज़रूर से खजूर, समोसे, फ्रूट चाट और रोज़ा दूध और समोसे होते हैं। रमज़ान खुशियों का पैगाम लाता है और सबको एक साथ जोड़ता है। लेकिन इस्लाम में आप सब लोग भी हमारी फैमिली के शरीक हैं, तो इसलिए हमको खुशी है कि आप सब लोग हमारे साथ इफ्तार करने आए। जज़ाकल्लाह। Now, I'm sure most of you didn't understand a word of what we just said, so that's why our brothers will explain what we just said in English.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hasnain Malik.
My name is Mazen Shamim.
My name is Omar Work.
My name is Marzouk Nadeem.
I am Amdul Nadeem.
My name is Bayan Malik.
And we are from Pakistan.
During Ramadan, we do a lot of prayers as a family.
We read lots of Quran every day.
Our famous cultural food during Ramadan are dates, pakoras, biryani sweets, rofza with milk.
Ramadan brings us a lot of joy and family time together. In Islam, everyone is family.
That is why we are glad you're all here this evening to have Iftar with us. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Bayan Shalesh. I'm Palestinian. During Ramadan in my house, we like to enjoy many traditional dishes, including flavorful rice dishes. And my personal favorite is stuffed grape leaves. It's stuffed with rice and sometimes meat. Another big thing is homemade bread, which my mom makes. We like to eat that for the pre-dawn meal. And we also like to make homemade sweets, including baklava, which is filled with nuts. You probably know baklava. And then also kunafa, which is filled with cheese. Sweets are an especially big part of family gatherings. And my favorite part of Ramadan is connecting with the Book of God and connecting with my family more.
Hi, my name is Warda Drama.
My name is Abin Farah.
And I'm Fatima Jama. And we're Somali Americans. In Ramadan, in our Somali household, is all about our spiritual connection with God and family time. To us, our extended family members are as close to us as our immediate family. And of course, we can't forget about the food.
Usually in our Somalian family, we have food like sembisa, which is a pocket filled with ground beef and sometimes veggies. It's usually fried.
Madawa is another dish. It's basically the French dish like crepes, but it has a softer texture. Mango is also another drink that is very common in the house. And of course, the bananas whereby we eat year long.
But most importantly, family unity with God is what matters to us in Ramadan. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Zainab Khan, and my family is from the southern region of India, Hyderabad. Our favorite foods to eat during Ramadan are samosas, tandoori, and halim. Something we do as a family is make dua and pray together. My favorite part of Ramadan is spending quality time as a family, either at the mosque or at the dinner table.
Hi, my name is Ayub, and during Ramadan, my family likes to invite my relatives and friends, and we eat Iftar. For Iftar, we eat harira, sallu, which is like grinded almonds, and shabakia, and we have tea after we eat.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shayan Fernando. My name is Prashant Fernando, and we are originally from Sri Lanka.
My name is Selena Fernando, and our favorite foods to eat during Ramadan is samosas and dates. And our favorite family tradition during Ramadan is going to Masjid Omar every day for Iftar to break fast and to recycle their water bottles.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Noor Masjid. Let me tell you the Indian culture in Ramadan. We love Ramadan. We celebrate Ramadan by going to the mosque and doing Tarawih prayer. My mom makes a lot of special foods. And we also do lots of dua. My favorite thing in Ramadan is to go to the Tarawih prayer at the mosque. Now my brother will tell the food names. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Noor Masjid. My name is Isaquddin. Inshallah, today I will tell about Ramadan food in Hindi. We eat khajur, pakore, fruit chaat, roofza, chicken, samosa, dahi vada, biryani, khichdi, and halim. और मेरा favorite खाना है पकोड़ा और chicken 65. Jazakallah khair for listening.
My name is Dia Rafi Fadurrahman, and we are originally from Indonesia.
Some traditional food that we like to eat are rendang, which is spicy beef, gudeg, and ayam bakar, which is baked chicken.
Now, as Muslim kids, as kids we like to play games and hang out and all that stuff. But in Ramadan, we try to read the Quran more. We try to worship Allah and pray better and ask Him for forgiveness all the time. Now, during Ramadan, what Ramadan means to us is, since our parents taught us that Ramadan, during the month of Ramadan, is double the rewards from God. We try to, what Ramadan means to us is a month of worship, a month of coming together and praying at the masjid and being more together as family, because if we don't take advantage of this month, we might not see it next time or next year.
Ramadan Mubarak or Ramadan Kareem in Indonesian is
Selamat menunaikan ibadah puasa. And in Indonesia, as Indonesian Muslims, with our friends and family, we do this. We ask for forgiveness, but in Indonesian, we say, "Mohon maaf lahir dan batin." Assalamualaikum.
My name is Nizar. I'm from Syria, and something I like about Ramadan is that we pray at the masjid, at the mosque, and then after that we gather and have fun. And my favorite meal of the day in Ramadan is suhoor. That's the meal before you start fasting. My favorite food during suhoor is scrambled eggs and pancakes. Thank God that IHOP's open at 3 a.m. Because we go there sometimes.
By the way, I want to go to those two little kids' house because the food he mentioned was too much and too good. So I think afterwards we will all go there. Okay, so we are done with the formal part.